guys decided to watch this video. How you guys doing today? Today's been slow. Today's been slow. So we try to switch it up. Because last week wasn't how we expected. So we try to switch it up. And what happened was we was like, all right, cool. We're not gonna try to do 40s and 50s. We're gonna try to drop it out to 30. So they actually went out yesterday and they was getting, the 20s and 30s orders and they ended up working for like 12 hours. So they made 2 and change within those 12 hours, but it was, they, exhausted after, so whatever the case. So I was like, all right, cool. We'll all do it today. So we'll go out and I'll chauffeur the person around. We'll go out and, we can see what we get. We wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to try to start at 7 o'clock in the morning. We get pretty much our first good batch at 9 o'clock. The other person is still waiting. So we got up 6 because, you get the other orders from whatever the other stores are. ShopRite, Uncle Giuseppe's, whatever else. You get those at, 7, going on 8. And then at 8 o'clock, Aldi dropped. So we was, all right, so we waited, cool, whatever. We'll get the Aldi orders. No Aldi's order drops for like almost a whole hour. So then it's like, all right, cool. We'll wait for the BJ's order at 9 o'clock. So I was able to get a BJ's order, and then we started going from there. They weren't able to get a BJ's order, so nothing popped up on their screen. So we don't know what's going on. We know that they're doing some updates, which I'm going to speak about later, and some stuff with with the pandemic, and they supposed to be doing some other political stuff, but I'm going to get into that as well. So we got a full day ahead of us. Hopefully, again, we'll get some more orders, more than 1 or 2. I only got 1 yesterday, but I was doing so much more stuff yesterday, so I wasn't able to chauffeur the person around yesterday because I was doing my own stuff. So it is what it is. But today we're going to see if it's a little bit different. We lost 2 hours from 2 different stores, but we got this one. So this first one is, if I'm not mistaken, it's 50 by 54 or something like that, between 2 customers. One customer wanted 7, and I think the other customer wanted like 47 items, and it was like 40. I'm sorry, they wanted 43, and then it was like 47 or something units or something like that. So none too wild, but it's probably gonna take me a long time to shop. So well, not to shop, to walk around with the person. But other than that, if I can point out some stuff, I'll point out stuff. Otherwise, I just sit in the car until they're done, and then drop them back. But if not, then it is what it is. But nothing too crazy so far. Not how we wanted to start today, but it is what it is. So let's see what this order is looking like when it's done. I need to get gas. But the order wasn't too bad. It is far. I am probably I think it said 23 minutes or 24 minutes from the house, but we're probably not gonna go back home. But not too bad of a job. It was a big order. That it was 50 by 54, and then the customer needed something. They wanted to add paper towels, but then I took away like the bar of soap because they didn't have it. So hopefully it evened out and stay wherever it's at. But yeah, I need to get gas. But yeah, so we hopefully we get back to civilization. I have no service out here, so hopefully we get back to civilization soon. I can get an order. But until then, I'll see you guys then. Question of the day is it better to be lucky or blessed? I would say that I'm blessed, just from everything that's going on in my life currently. But to be blessed, and the way that I'm talking about is you got to have good people around you. So as I'm about to give up, I was like, I'm going home, blah blah blah. I swiped out a couple orders, I didn't get them. I'm like, I'm tired, it's hot, I want to go home. It's like 83 right now, it's hot, I want to go home. And I was like, nah, chill, we're gonna get something. So I'm waiting, and then I was like, whatever. I'm mad because I swiped that the one at Holbrook because I wanted them to do the one at Holbrook, and while they shop it, I can go and get gas. Because the Holbrook Costco's is, they have both. They have the gas station and they can shop there. So as soon as we get back to the crib, I went and posted my little posty post about flag football coming up on my other page that I'm gonna have in a couple weeks. And then boom, pop-up order. They get the order. Now we headed out to do that. So while they shop, I can get gas. So you can't take things to heart. Understand that the app is what it is, and either you're gonna get it or you're not. Those are the two options. And we just gotta be patient sometimes. And go from there. So on our second order for the day, enough rambling. My second order for the day, she got a 41 by 41 double drop off. I think it was 29 and then 12. So it's a 41 by 41. So we're gonna go knock this out, and then hopefully we get a couple more for the day. Looking at 30s and above, but even that, they're so far away that they're not worth driving to. So it is what it is. But yeah, on to the second one. Those drop-offs wasn't too bad. I forgot to take a picture because I'm rushing in and out the stores. Because the driveways are like the parkways are crazy. So when I pull up for them to load the trunk, it's just crazy there. So they kind of rush them through to hurry up, put a load in the car so we can leave. But drop-offs wasn't too crazy. I'm trying to get a third order of the day. The app is like really dead currently, but everybody's doing it now. So we'll see going forward, see if we can get anything else and see what's going on, because it's not it's so even the smaller batches are gone. So it's like she can't get anything. So I don't know what to tell her. I'm just driving, man. I'm just driving. All right, but check back in. Hopefully we get maybe 1 or 2 more orders, but if not, then it is what it is. So only 2 orders for the day. Tried to get a few more. Missed a $87 one while driving. I think she missed a 70. It was 87 while driving. Then it was a 94. Swiped it, didn't get it. And then she went for the 50 or 65. Swiped, didn't get it. So when we got back, it was just the app was pretty much dead. There was a few here and there, but like $9 to $10 orders. Crazy distance, 8+ miles. So it started to become stressful. So today she ended up with 113.17. And for the week, she's at 326.70. So that order from Big Lots, we're not just picking up groceries. They want us to actually get like supplies, like the mason jars, the folding chair, and I think it's called a floaty. And I don't know if that was towels or whatever it was, but it seems like they want us to get more and more like items that's not food, so you can no longer really call yourself a grocery delivery service if you're allowing us to pick up other things and then the groceries. And a new retailer is Staples, but again, even with Staples, they said that they were able to get office supplies, pens, notebooks, printer ink, but they won't allow them to buy large items such as like appliances and like printers. But in Costco's or BJ's, you can buy large appliances such as vacuum cleaners, or heavy items such as printer paper. So I don't know. It's never consistent with the company, and I think that's something they need to work on, because it seems very inconsistent. But it is what it is so far. So let's get into some of these topics. I know some other YouTubers have touched on it. I just wasn't able to get the video out as fast as they are. But we all have our niche, and I'm gonna speak my truth and my experience as they doing with theirs. So let's get into it. So now, as a lot of shoppers have requested, they are switching back to priority-based batches. So it's not that. Let me get it out there. As I said in the last video, it's not that they're doing it for the shoppers. They're doing it because they're getting investigated. So because they're getting investigated, they're trying to put out a goodwill, a good show of faith, say, hey, we do this for our shoppers and we do that. But that's not why they're doing it. They're doing it because they're getting investigated. Let's just get that out of the way So they switched into priority based batches again, but everybody tomorrow is actually when it's dropping. But everybody is starting at most everybody's 5 stars, so I guess it's going to decrease after that. So with that, they are no longer forgiving anything lower than 5 stars. So, which is a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is that they're not forgiving it, so your ratings will drop. And I guess the bad thing is that if you're unfairly rated, you know, it can potentially hurt your earnings. But even with that, they're trying to balance it out, and I give them credit for that, that a customer has to explain why they gave you a bad rating, like in detail. I believe that's what they said, in detail. They need to explain why they gave you a bad rating. Same thing with, I believe if they say that they didn't get their groceries delivered, I believe that they have to explain why they didn't get their groceries delivered, if I'm not mistaken. And on a side note, I think Instacart should implement the same thing that Roadie does. With Roadie, every time you take a picture, even when you're at the store, you have to take a picture of the item at the store itself, and then you have to take a picture of the drop-off. Roadie, or I don't know if I think it is Roadie, because it automatically saves the picture to your phone. So I see that people in the Facebook group, in both Facebook groups, saying that they got deactivated for, you know, failing to deliver, which blows my mind, because you get a picture of the groceries. So it not only do you get a picture of the groceries, Instacart knows where you're at because they track your GPS. So it's like, even if people complain about that, but that's another story for another topic. So next topic for now. But speaking on deactivation, just be very mindful that there's multiple ways you can get deactivated. I don't want to go down a whole list because, as I told somebody in the Facebook group today, there's no appeal process. You can't have a proper appeal without evidence of, you know, of the accuser or defendant, like whichever one that they claim. Most likely you're the defendant, but and they're the accuser. But normally what they do is they'll give you that generic email, and then they'll say, oh, the appeal process is taking place. They don't tell you in detail what you need, and that's intentional. Again, everything Instacart does is intentional, so they intentionally not tell you what you need, so you can't give them anything. And then when you don't give them anything, they say, hey, oh, well, you know, we went through the appeals process and we deemed you violated whatever terms of service. Again, in my case, they said that I abused the card, and then I was like, I have all my receipts. Here's a list of my receipts. Or if you need GPS location, let me know. Because again, a couple of days ago, last week, when they did get back to me, they was like, oh, well, you know, you didn't drop off. And I was like, well, that's impossible because I have GPS location. You guys track my location, and you see me, and you guys have the photos that I took. So again, it's still BS. And then I believe yesterday or the day before, when I got the last one, now they don't even tell you what they're deactivating you for. They just say you just violated terms of service. So they don't even give explanation anymore. So it's very frustrating because, again, I have somebody who's finishing their referral, and I can't get the referral as was told to me by a shopper support. Sorry about that. As for shopper support, they told me that I won't get it until I'm reactivated, which is very frustrating. But no, I don't shop for other people. No, I don't. I don't. Somebody said, "Do I shop?" I think in the last video, somebody wrote in the comments, "Do I shop for other people?" I said I advise them. I advised them. I showed them the way at which I worked, and sometimes they make good money, sometimes they don't. But that leads me on to my next topic. So again, we tried to do different things today, and we tried to not go after the whale batches. And even with that, it seems not to matter. And I think I'm gonna have a video on how, I think maybe on Thursday, Friday. I'm gonna have a video on how, like, no matter where you at, you don't get you just get different batches. Because again, one person's running from an Android, and then the other person running from an iPhone, and they can get completely separate batches. And also, I wish I recorded this. When one person went for a batch, it said that the batch was already taken by the person, and then person B got the batch, but the batch was already said it was gone from person A, and then I seen person B, it popped up on their screen and they got the badge. So I think what that is Instacart's algorithm. So it's allowing you to get batches based on the batches you accept. And I think, I personally think that's just what it is. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just making an assumption. But I think that's really what it is. The algorithm, from when you accept batches, that's what it's going to send you, what it thinks that you're more than willing to do. If you're accepting certain batches, it's going to keep sending you certain batches. If you're going to go out there and do these $7 to $10 batches, it's going to keep sending you $7 and $10 batches because it's recognizing that it can send it to you and get it done faster. When I was working, they wasn't sending me those kind of batches because they knew I'm not doing it. So I think that's one of the things that you guys have to be wary of as well. So just be aware that it is learning from you. So whatever you're accepting it to do to you, it's going to do to you. That's just the nature of the beast that we work in, unfortunately. So that's it for the midweek recap. Again, her total is $326.70 for the week. Today she made $113.17 off of 2 orders. Not too crazy. Again, she tried to get other batches, but it wasn't available. I was supposed to take a roadie order, but unfortunately I didn't want to take it at the moment because she was traveling to a store, and I thought that specific roadie order would sit there for a little bit, and I ended up not getting it. It was a $67 order, and it was going I think about 30 miles, if I'm not mistaken. It was 30 miles, and I think it was $60, if I'm not mistaken. Either 30 or 60 in my head. I think it was 60. I think it was like 60 something, and I was hoping it goes up a little more before I went to accept it. But unfortunately, I had to go buy an iPhone for my other channel, which I'm actually going to use on Friday to record the difference of people getting apps. So that's what I'm going to use on Friday, just to give you guys some clearance about how batches are being shown and batches are being set to between the 2 platforms. Because again, we try to switch up what we normally do in the mornings from them getting batches, and it seems like it doesn't matter. You're just gonna get different batches from one another, unfortunately. So again, that's just quick little video to put up. Not much going on. My gigs are pretty slow out here in Long Island, not because they're not accessible or they're not popping. It's just I don't want to work for $6 an order doing some of these food delivery services, because for me it's just not profitable, especially when they don't offer you no bonus or incentive to doing for working however long. It's just, for me, it doesn't work for me in my vehicle. So that's it. If you guys like the content, you guys know what to do already. Like, share, subscribe. If you like the content, throw a thumbs up. If you don't like it, let me know in the comments below. And that's it until now. Until Sunday. Maybe not Sunday, because I have a birthday party to supposedly go to. So until maybe Saturday or Monday. Have a good one.